Mic check. Hello, hello, hello. Mic check. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Testing. 1, 2, 3. We're at Carson Park. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. 1, 2. Mic check. 1, 2. Check, check, check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check. Mic check. All right. A new era for Eau Claire High School football begins tonight here at Carson Park as the Eau Claire North Huskies venture into the Wisconsin Valley Conference for their very first time. Hello, everyone, and welcome into historic Carson Park football field. My name is Evan Hong alongside Colin McLowry. We got a good one on hand tonight. A beautiful night for football. Temperatures mid-60s. It really starting to feel like football weather as we move into the fall here. We got the Eau Claire North Huskies hosting the Wausau West Warriors, as I mentioned, the first conference game ever for the Eau Claire North Huskies in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. Of course, conference realignment, moving the team into the new Wisconsin Valley Conference and away from the Big Rivers Conference. Same thing goes for Eau Claire Memorial, who, by the way, they're also playing their first conference game in the Wisconsin Valley tonight against Stevens Point. It's going to be a good one tonight, Colin. How does it feel to be back here at Carson Park? It's really starting to feel like football season now.
Yeah, no, this feels great. I'm very excited to be here. There's just a lot of newness in the air. You know, both schools have started school this week. I started my last year in college this week, and we have two new teams playing each other that don't see each other a lot. So this is just a really exciting day, a really exciting week. I'm happy to be part of this.
Yeah, it just feels like the season is really off and running now as the kids head back to school and really get things underway. Eau Claire North enters this game 0-2, coming off a loss last week, 7-35 to New Richmond. Wausau West 1-1 coming into this game. They lost last week to a former rival in the BRC to North. They lost 22-35 to Hudson, and they are 1-1 after a week one loss a week one win against Superior 41-14. As the color guard comes onto the field now, we're going to stop and take a listen to our national anthem and honor America.
Or rushing into emergencies, they answer the call to serve without hesitation. This evening we celebrate and honor these heroes who put their lives on the line daily for our safety and freedom. To our first responders and military members, we thank you for your service, commitment, and the sacrifices you and your families make. You inspire us, and we are proud to stand in your honor tonight. Fans, at this time, please remain standing to honor America and those defending our freedoms. Tonight's national anthem will be performed by the North High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Joe McCausland.
This pregame show is brought to you by Play It Again Sports. Buy, trade in, or trade up. Get ready for your season at Play It Again Sports on Hamilton Avenue in Eau Claire. Eau Claire North, as I mentioned, coming into this game 0-2 on the season. A very tough loss last week to New Richmond, 7-35 in a game where they didn't really have much momentum at all. They got off to a slow start after a fumble on the very first drive, and New Richmond ran away from it from there. The head coach, Matt McGinnis, in his third season, it is North's second home game here at Carson Park this season. They fell to Menominee in a tight one, 19-22, back in week 1. Wausau West comes into this game at 1-1. I mentioned they lost to Hudson last week, 22-35, after picking up a big win against Superior, 41-14 on the road. This is Matt Johnson's team. It's his third season at the helm. Wausau West, a team that, of course, has not seen the Huskies in recent memory. This is the first time that I've found in very, very many years that these two teams have been able to play against each other, and that's due to the conference realignment. So this is going to be a good one. We're going to figure out what these teams know about each other early on. Two unfamiliar foes can always pose challenges in a game like this where, conference opponents are unfamiliar, obviously. And, if you don't have things to look back on from prior seasons and prior matchups, then all you can really rely on is the film. So we're going to find out which team is best prepared and which team studied the film the best and came in ready to go. Keys to the game tonight, North, they're going to have to try to find momentum early on and keep it rolling. As I mentioned, they really did not do a great job of that last week against New Richmond. They got off to a slow start after that fumble. They weren't able to score until midway into the second quarter there. They went in with a big deficit into halftime, and that deficit only extended as the game went on against New Richmond last week. So what North team are we going to see tonight? Are we going to see the team that came out hot and scored on all three of their first three drives against Menominee, or are we going to see a team that comes out flat and lackluster like we did last week? North also has to get some pressure on the quarterback. The defense has 0 sacks this season and only 4 tackles for loss. So it's been a struggle for them in all aspects on the defensive side to put pressure on the opposing QB. Wausau West, they're going to have to stop the run. That's something that they've done a poor job of this season. They've allowed 202 rushing yards per game, and as we know, North is a run-heavy team. Levante Bean, the workhorse in the backfield. And Wausau West, they're going to have to air it out. They have a 3-headed monster on the outside. Marcus McDonald, Shea Jones, and Ben Madison. Two seniors, and 1 junior. They all have over 100 receiving yards, on the season so far. Ethan Seilers is going to kick off. Wausau West won the coin toss, but they elected to defer, so Eau Claire North will receive in front of the scoreboard. There's the boot, and we are off here at Carson Park. Ty Schaff is going to take this return up the left side, find some space, hit hard as he's out at about the 35-yard line. So we're going to get our first glimpse of the Husky offense this week. Peyton McCracken is the quarterback. Rest of the starting lineup includes the running back Levante Bean, wide receiver Ben Metler. He had a touchdown last week. Nick Tyson in the slot, Aaron Solberg, Zach Shipman, the 2 leading receivers so far this season for North. Up front on the line, Kenton Mondo. On the left, Caden Harrison. Ethan Knutson is the center. Clay Lazinski, right guard. Rashawn Putnick is the right tackle. 3 wide receivers set here. Fake handoff right away. McCracken connects with Shipman for an early first down, and he has some space. And they're going to mark him out. It looks like right at about the 38-yard line. So this is what we were wondering. What kind of North team were we going to see coming out of the gate here? Matt McGinnis already aggressive on his first play call of the game. Zach Shipman coming into the game, 9 receptions, 128 yards, 2 touchdowns. He's averaging about 64 yards per game in his first 2 games. Shipman really set the tone in that Menominee game. He was really the star of that one. 2 wide receivers to the right of McCracken. They're going to hand it off. This is Levante Bean. Able to break a few tackles there, and he's taken down at about the 35. So just like that, about 2 plays, they go from one 35-yard line to the other. Levante Bean started off slow last week against New Richmond. He had the fumble on the first drive. coming into this one. 41 carries, 157 yards, a touchdown in 2 games. He's averaging about 78.5 yards per game. So he has taken over that workhorse role out of the backfield for North early on in the season. 2nd down and 2 here. Solberg comes in motion. Handoff goes to Bean, but he breaks the tackle in the backfield, still up, but he's going to be taken down by number 74, DeAndre Bournes, one of the starting D linemen for the Warriors. Mentioned this Warriors defense has done a great job of stopping the big passing plays, but they've done they think they can do a better job stopping the run. Over 200 rushing yards per game allowed. 7 rushing TDs allowed so far in just 2 games this season, but they have yet to allow a passing touchdown. See if the Huskies can change that tonight. It's a throw over to the flat. Up the right side with some space. That's Michael Friesen. And that's his first catch of the game, and that's going to be a Husky first down, but there is a flag. See what the call is here. Michael Friesen, excuse me. And the Huskies are walking back, so it looks like it's going to be on the blue team here. Man in the white hat. And so that'll be a holding call on the Huskies, and that's going to back them right up. It'll be 3rd and 10 now. Last week, the Huskies did a great job of limiting some of those penalties. They struggled in week 1 with some penalties that really had to be cleaned up, but maybe some of those first game jitters played a part in that, but just really silly penalties. And here's one early on in the game that has put them in out of good field position to even potentially try a kick here. McCracken gets the snap. Up to Shipman, who comes up the left side in motion, but he's not going to get much on that play.
Zach Shipman, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play, number 36, Jacob Sassman.
Jacob Sassman on the tackle there for the Warriors. So we've seen Matt McGinnis do this a couple times in this area of the field. I like to call it no man's land. Too long to kick, too far to punt. So we're going to go for it. It's 4th and 5 here. Ball's on the 37-yard line. Trips on the right side for the Huskies. Fake the handoff. McCracken rolls right. He's got Aaron Solberg, and that's going to be good for a first down. So great play call there from the Huskies. Able to convert there on 4th down. That is crucial at this point in the game to keep the drive going and get rolling early on.
Looked like a little breakdown in coverage over there. Solberg had all day where he's just sitting in the flats. Kraken found him for that easy first down.
Aaron Solberg also has over 100 yards in the air through the season so far, 55 yards per game in his first 2 games. Adding on to that already. First down on the 25. McCracken hands it off. This is Friesen out of the backfield, trying to find an edge. He's going to get pushed out at about the 13-yard line, we'll say. So Michael Friesen already getting some carries out of the backfield as he gets a first down there for the Huskies. Haven't seen much of him out of the backfield so far this season. It's been a heavy dose of Levante Bean, but you can tell 2 different running styles. Friesen, big fella, 5'9", 200-pound junior. So he's got size, and he can really just run through a defender if need be. Levante Bean, more of the shiftier running back who can make cuts on a dime. 1st and 10 here for North. Kraken fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right, throws it up to Solberg. It's caught at about the 5-yard line, right on the stick. So we're going to see where they mark that at. Solberg already with his 2nd catch of the game, and the Huskies coming out looking like the Week 1 Huskies that we saw here at Carson Park against Menominee. They scored on their first 3 drives of the game. McCracken looking poised in the backfield. Something that he did not look like last week.
Definitely looking more like the Week 1 McCracken that we saw.
Absolutely.
So far in this game.
Confidence is not lacking with him this season. As it's 2nd and 1, ball on the 5. Receivers way out wide here for McCracken. Friesen fumbles it, coughs it up. They're going to blow it dead in the backfield.
Michael Friesen falls on the fumble. Brings up third down.
They're going to call it third down, waiting on the spot here. They're going to say 3rd and 7, so the ball's now back to the 11-yard line, so that is costly for the Huskies here. A couple early mistakes by them, but so far so good on this drive if you're Matt McGinnis' squad. Zach Shipman's going to get a direct snap here out of the backfield. Design run for Shipman with Friesen lining up alongside with him in the backfield. McCracken nowhere to be found on that play, but there is a flag down. Waiting on the call here.
Holding, offense, 10 yards from foul call, replay third down.
Another holding penalty on the Huskies. That's the second one of this drive, so that's going to back them up even further, and that is not what they needed. 2 loss of yardage plays there on the fumble and then on the penalty, so that backs it up to 3rd and 16. They were on the 5, and now they've lost 15 yards in the last 2 plays. Now they're back to the 20-yard line. So my guess is that Matt McGinnis is going to try and just get into a good position to kick here, if anything. And another coughed up snap and a fumble. McCracken rolls back on it. That ball was loose for a moment. It looked like a Warrior might have had it, but McCracken falls back on the ball. And, man, just like that, they went from the 5-yard line and backed it up all the way beyond the 30.
And that's just about worst-case scenario, because that likely takes them out of any sort of field goal range that they could have been looking at there.
It looks like they're going to line up to try and kick here. We know Solberg has a leg. Coming from a soccer family, but this is a much longer kick than he anticipated. This is Aaron Solberg. Going to go for a very long kick here. And the hold was botched by Shipman. Solberg stops because Shipman didn't have the hold ready to go. He fumbled it, and the ball was laying flat on the ground. And then just like that, the Huskies were in the red zone 5 yards away, and they come up with nothing. So just as we thought the Huskies were getting into a rhythm, everything turned sideways on that drive. That could end up being a massive, massive swing in this game if this game comes down to a one-score game in the fourth quarter. So here's our first look at the Warriors offense. Joe Gravine hands it off to Cooper DePoit. He looks for some space, but a good run there for Cooper DePoit, the junior running back for Wausau. Starting offense for this Warriors team is the junior quarterback Joe Gravine. Cooper DePoit out of the backfield, the running back. We mentioned that three-headed monster, Marcus McDonald, Shea Jones, Bennett Madison on the outside for this Warriors squad. All 3 of them have over 100 yards through the air so far. DePoit takes it again, and he's not going to get much there, a gain of about 3. Up front for the Warriors, Cole Henricks, Dane Zenner, Will McCorrison, DeAndre Burns, Quentin Totsky.
Tackle of the play by number 98, Jaden Andrews. Brings up second down.
2nd down and 7 here. Defense for the Huskies. Bear Woolley, Kenton Mondo, Rashawn Putnick up front. In a 3-4 defense for the Huskies as Gravine throws it out to the flat. That is number 81, Bennett Madison, one of those receivers I just mentioned, but gets stopped there by the Huskies for a short gain. Huskies defense up the middle, Aiden Pankratz, Jack Gorman, Brett Williams, Devin Andrew, Michael Friesen. Mentioned Zach Shipman. He's playing corner on the other side. Ty Schaff, one of the captains at safety. Elijah Edwards and Reagan Cruitt are the defensive backs for this Huskies starting defense. 3rd and 6 here for Gravine and the Warriors. Handoff to DePoit, able to find some space. It's going to be a close one here. We'll see where they spot that. They're going to say 4th down. Looks like he's about a yard short. Hard to see the stick from my side of the field here.
So potential Mondo subs into the game here, who I also know happens to be a very good disc thrower. Looks like they're anticipating an inside run here, but yes, very talented in both the track and on the football field.
He's a big guy. That doesn't surprise me. 4th and 2 here. Ball on the 40. Gravine hands it off, but the play is blown dead. There's a flag. Matt McGinnis not happy with whatever the call was. And they're going to call it offsides on the Huskies. So a number of early penalties in this game for Eau Claire has really cost them. Very, very killer penalty there on 4th down when they could have got the defense off the field there and brought McCracken's squad back out on offense. First and 10 now. Ball's on the 35 for the Warriors. Gravine rolls out to his right, throws it over to Madison on the right sideline. Takes 3 Huskies to take him down. Nice play there, and that'll move the chains.
Gravine's pass is complete to number 81, Bennett Matson. Tackle of the play by Zach Shipman and Jack Gorman.
This is a Warriors team that has thrived throwing it through the air. 6 passing touchdowns so far on the season. Over 200 passing yards per game, 208 to be exact. They average 8.2 yards per catch, so that is very, very solid. A team that can make those chunk plays through the air. We're going to get another flag here before the play. And Wausau West is going to call a timeout, so we're going to take our first one as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Welcome back to Carson Park. First quarter action, scoreless game here. Quick word from Visit Marshfield. Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest. Don't miss the 32nd annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow them on Facebook. First and 10 for the Warriors. Ball on the 21. Gravine's going to throw it over to, that's number 6, Marcus McDonald up the left side. That's his first catch of the game.
Gravine's pass is complete to number 6, Marcus McDonald. Tackle of the play by number 9, Devin Andrew. Brings up 2nd down for the Warriors.
This Warriors team is a program that was trying to figure out who the skill players would be, similar to what North had coming into the season after they lost tight end Bryce Jaworski, who actually is playing Division I football now at Army. So that's a big loss for the Warriors coming into the season. But so far, their 3 top wide receivers have really made up for it. As there's a big tackle in the backfield, that is number 78, Kenton Mondo. Colin just mentioned, he's a disc thrower, he's a big fella, and he's making big plays. It's now 3rd and 5. Wausau in the red zone here. Ball's on the 17. Madison out wide. Zach Shipman playing tight coverage on him. Gravine looks over Madison's way. He's going to lob it up. Jump ball. Madison catches it. What's the call here? And they're going to call it a touchdown for the Warriors. So that's a 17-yard fadeaway passing touchdown from Joe Gravine to Bennett Madison. That was really just whoever's going to go up and get it first is going to be the one to make that play there. That ball was wobbly and way up in the air, but Madison, the big man, comes up with the play there. 6-0 Warriors now. Finn Christensen is the kicker for the Warriors, and to come on for this PAT. Botched hold there. And that's going to be blocked because another bad hold. We've seen one on both sides of the ball now. That was Miles Waldvogel who bobbled that hold. So the score remains 6-0 as the Huskies will get the ball back in a moment. We'll be back in a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire.
Welcome back to Carson Park. Score is now 6-0 Wausau West after that touchdown throw to Bennett Madison on the first drive, and a questionable call also. It looked like he may have gotten his foot out as we watched the replay back through the break, but nonetheless, the refs say it's good, and we play on. This is Aaron Solberg with a big return for the Huskies up past midfield, and it looked like a horse collar tackle on the end of that play, so the Huskies might get some more yards.
Looks like the North will finally get a flag that goes in their favor, and that could be a big help to them on this drive.
Absolutely, and this is a team that struggled to prevent good field position last week on kick returns. It seemed like New Richmond was always the one that had good field position on their returns last week, but the Huskies going to start off with prime field position here in plus territory. So referees discuss this one. They're going to call that the horse collar tackle that we mentioned, so that's going to back the Warriors up even further.
During return, personal foul, horse collar tackle, kicking team, 15 yards added to the end of the run.
15 yards added on. Husky fans thrilled about that one. So as the Huskies march down here, we'll see if they can hold on to the ball and not avoid those mistakes that we saw in the last drive. Coming into this game, Peyton McCracken, 68% percentage, 294 passing yards, 3 touchdowns coming into the game. About 147 passing yards per game, so that's pretty much average, I would say, for a high school football team here, as McCracken is going to throw it on the first down play here. Aaron Solberg, short gain there. We've mentioned it the last couple of weeks. The Huskies starting to find their true identity on offense. It seems like they have the idea now of who the skill players are that they want to get it to, being Zach Shipman and Aaron Solberg on the outside. We saw the only touchdown last week, though, come from Ben Metler, who's going to line up way outside on the right side of McCracken. So they have 3 receivers who can make plays as well. 2nd and 3. Kraken hands it off. This is Levante Bean. Sheds a tackle. Hit hard. It's going to be close to a first down. It looks like they are going to move the chains, so it is a Husky first down.
Tackle on the play by number 47, Oliver Ripley. That is enough for an Eau Claire North first down.
First and 10, ball's going to be on the 20 here for Eau Claire North. Solberg in motion. Touch pass up to him. Tries to cut up the gap, but he's going to get swallowed up by a pack of Warriors there. Looks like DeAndre Bournes was there on the tackle as well.
I believe that's the third touch play we've seen from North offense so far. It looks like Wausau West is starting to catch on to it a little bit. Not so keen to give up the outside there.
This North offense, they like to stretch the field. A lot of guys coming in motion in those jet sweep motions and utilize their receivers out of the backfield. We already did see a design run for Zach Shipman as well. That's the first time that we've seen that out of this North offense this season. And this marks the end of the first quarter. Warriors have a 6-0 lead. As we head into the second quarter, you're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Bauer & Feind has been based in Marshfield since 1955. And if you're in business that long, you're obviously doing many things right. We always focus on selling world-class products, backing it up with world-class customer support.
Working with Bauer & Feind Business Technologies has been a pleasure. We have staff on call that we can call if we ever have issues, and the printer usability has been really easy, user-friendly.
Give us a call, visit our website. We'd be happy to come in, talk to you. Maybe there's a way we can help you save some money and work more efficiently.
Welcome back to historic Carson Park. Second quarter action about to get underway here as the Wausau West Warriors lead 6-0, but North marching down into the red zone here. 2nd and 9 on the 19. Peyton McCracken fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, under pressure. Low throw to Aaron Solberg. That was a close one. It looked like it might have hit the ground there, but they're going to call it good. Solberg taking down about the 15, gain of about 4 yards there. Coming into this game, North had to show up, show some competitive fire on both sides of the ball and keep the energy up. Can feel like the energy is up here at Carson Park. Fans are here, second game at home, and suddenly the energy dips again as we take a time out here. So with that, we're going to take a quick one as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Yeah, and you think about all the different techniques he's got to have in his repertoire, right? All the arrows in his quiver, and he's got all of them here today.
I mean, medium well. Do you want it rare? Special orders, pickles, no pickles, ketchup, no ketchup.
You know, what we're seeing here, Paul, the spatula control is unreal.
Yeah, it's one of those deals where he's got absolutely no beef. He's just focused on doing his job. Yeah, I mean, without these cooks, everyone would just truly be fried.
Welcome back to Carson Park. Quick word from Herrick and Hart Law Office. Herrick and Hart Law Office has been on the side of the injured since 1951. Find them at eauclairlaw.com. 3rd and 5 now for the Huskies on the 15-yard line. We'll see if they can convert. Try to avoid what happened on their last drive as they backed up about 30 yards in 3 plays out of the red zone. And another botched snap here as McCracken's going to fall on it. So some miscommunication here, I think, from the center and the quarterback potentially. That is the 3rd or 4th snap that has gone past the quarterback or the running back or whoever is supposed to be getting it. The center, number 56, Ethan Knutson. Low snap there for the Huskies, and you might be looking for some sort of pep talk or some just take a deep breath and a refresher after this drive. 4th and 18 here for the Huskies. McCracken going to launch it downfield into coverage. And that's incomplete. It looked a little long for Aaron Solberg, nearly picked off by Jacob Sassman. Just like that, the Huskies offense is off the field again. Quick word from Bruce Orthodontics. Bruce Orthodontics provides comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. They are now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office and accept most insurances. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Call their Marshfield office to set up a free consultation today. So the Warriors offense is going to come back out on the field after scoring a touchdown on the last drive. Well-balanced offense. They've been able to score on the ground and through the air this season. As this is a quarterback, this is Miles Waldvogel on the carry. Miles Waldvogel, excuse me, he's not a quarterback, he's a running back, a sophomore running back who has given the Warriors a few touches this season, but mostly it's been Cooper DePoit. As Waldvogel's going to come back out on the field here. He's listed as a running back on the roster here, but he's going to take the direct snap. Tight formation here on 2nd and 5. DePoit cuts back, tries to get up the middle, but he's not going to go anywhere there. It's going to be 3rd down now. This is a Warriors program that hopes to build off of its 2023 season, a year where they went 7-3, 5-2, third in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. They lost to Spash by 1 point in Level 1, which is something that has really continued to sting this program, but they're taking motivation from that. They think that they can make a deeper run this year. Joe Gravine back in the game now, passes it in the flat, but a great tackle made. Looked like by Ty Schaff there for the Huskies. That was Shea Jones on the catch there, but Ty Schaff coming in and stuffing the receiver behind the line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 4th and 3 now. It looks like the punt team is going to come on for the Warriors, so first punt of the game for both sides. The punter is Miles Waldvogel, and Schaff, the man who made the big play there, is going to look to receive as this play is blown dead. And that's a quick timeout for Eau Claire North. Their 2nd of the half. We'll take 1-2. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Nice. Well, I was just saying nice because they just announced over the intercom here that no score for all of our Packer fans yet. Down in Brazil, the Packers taking on the Philadelphia Eagles tonight, but they just intercepted Jalen Hurts, so the Packers are going to have a chance to get on the board there. Here at Carson Park, 6-0 Warriors. 4th and 3 now. Warriors are going to punt it away. Waldvogel. Pretty good punt there. It's going to bounce in front of Schaff, roll his way. Schaff's going to let it go. It's going to be down at about the 28-yard line for the Huskies. Quick message from Mancino's. Mancino's Grinder and Pizza is locally owned and operated and has been a family tradition for over 27 years. For the best hot sandwich in town, grab a grinder at Mancino's, conveniently located just off of Highway 53 and Claremont Avenue in Eau Claire. Gotta say the pizza grinder is my favorite at Mancino's. Great place. Shepke Chiropractic, whether it's water skiing, baseball, or golf, Shepke Chiropractic has got your back. For all your sports-related injuries this summer, you can rely on Shepke Chiropractic to get you back in the game. Visit us online at shepkechiropractic.com. 1st and 10 here for the Huskies. Run up the middle by Michael Friesen. He finds space, spins out of a tackle. He's up the right sideline and out at about midfield. Michael Friesen suddenly getting some run in this game and making plays.
For a bigger back, he has some nice moves, showing off the spin move there to get outside. Get a bunch of extra yards there.
I mentioned he's got a size advantage on his fellow running back, Levante Bean, but clearly he's got the skill as well. First and 10 now for the Huskies on the 47-yard line. So not quite at midfield. Direct snap for Friesen. Bowls a guy over. There's that north-south running style. He just trucked a man up the field there. Ryder Schindler there on the tackle. Haven't mentioned the starting defense yet for the Warriors. DeAndre Bournes, Adam Tikowski, Will Ford starting up front. Reese Kettner, Jacob Scherer, Oliver Wilfley, Tegan Rasmus, the linebackers. Angelo Nieves, Miles Waldvogel, Jacob Sassman, Tony Iafaldano, and Ryder Schindler, the cornerbacks. The defensive backs, excuse me. Friesen makes another spin move, jumps over a man. He is running up this field like a madman right now. First down, Huskies. So now the Huskies have been down here twice in this game, in this territory of the field. This third time the charm. Are they able to capitalize down here in plus territory close to the red zone? First and 10, ball's going to be on the 26 for Eau Claire North. Touch pass up here to Zach Shipman. Looking to find an edge, taken down hard on that play. A lot of fans thinking that was a flag. Angelo Nieves on the tackle there, but Matt McGinnis comes out on the field. He wants a call as well, but it's not going to happen. Fans out here chirping. They're not thrilled about that one. These referees doing as best as they can here at Carson Park. It's going to be 2nd and 9. Ball on the 25 for North. Levante Bean back in the backfield for the Huskies here. Bean's going to get the handoff, but he's swallowed up quickly by a pair of Warriors. It's number 13, Cullen Quantz on the tackle. This Husky team is hoping to be a contender in this conference. They think they have the potential. So far, their record doesn't show it, but already proven that they can hang with the conference foe tonight. A low-scoring defensive game, but this is anybody's game still. 3rd down and 11 here for North. Aaron Solberg comes in motion, flag on the play. They're going to call false start on the Huskies. So that is another costly offensive penalty for Eau Claire North in this game. That has really, really plagued them so far in this contest, and that is something that has got to be cleaned up. Last week, the Huskies did a good job of cleaning up those penalties, but it just seems like when they're here on home turf, it just kind of reverted back to what was going on in week 1. 3rd and 16 now. Ball's on the 32. Too many of these long 3rd and long, 4th and long scenarios already in this game for the Huskies. 2 wide receivers on each side of Peyton McCracken. Rolls out to his right. Out of the pocket. Zach Shipman toe taps on the sideline for the grab, but it's not going to be enough for a first down. They're going to call it a catch, though. That was a great effort on that play by Shipman.
Brings up 4th down for the Huskies.
That's going to be 4th down, so we'll see what Matt McGinnis wants to do here. Looks like the offense is going to stay on the field. Taking their time here, but they're going to have to speed it up. A lot of play clock is going to be running down here. Of course, there is no play clock here at Carson Park, but can keep an eye on the referee. 4th and 7. Huskies are going for it. Shipman looks to his left. He finds space. He's going to take it himself. He's got to get upfield, and he's not good enough. Warriors are going to get the stop and a turnover on downs. McCracken looked like he might have had some space if he cut upfield immediately, but he tried to go to the outside and got buried there by the Warriors. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. Warriors will have the ball back. Quick word from Culligan Water. Culligan Water specializes in all of your water softener, drinking water, and water filtration systems. You can count on Culligan to keep your water pure and healthy with unparalleled service and convenient delivery options. Run up the middle here for Cooper DePoit on first down. He is loose, but he's going to get caught by a few Huskies there, and he's taken down at about the 45-yard line, so a big gain there. About a 35-yard run there for Cooper DePoit. First down for the Warriors. And we're going to have an injured player here for the Huskies. Can't see the number from where we're at, but looks like it is number 9, Devin Andrew, and he's already off the field under his own power and walking. So we're going to keep it here now as play's going to continue. 1st and 10 now on the 44 for Wausau West. DePoit's going to take it up the right side, up towards the middle of the field there for a short run.
Number 19, Cooper DePoit, the ball carrier. Tackle the play by number 55, Bo McConaughey. Brings up 2nd down for the Warriors.
Second down now for the Warriors. 2nd and 2 here as the sun continues to set here in Carson Park and the lights starting to shine bright. Man in motion for Wausau, but that play is blown dead. There's a flag on the field on the far sideline.
Snap. Offsides, offense.
They're going to call an offsides call on the offense. That's not a call that you see too much, but referees paying more attention to it now. You'd think in those types of situations, if it was a receiver, the receivers are typically asking the referees on the sideline if they're in the correct position and on sides. But that time, not going to speculate if it was a receiver or a lineman. We didn't see or we didn't get the number, but that's something that they're going to be sure of going forward. 2nd and 7 now for the Warriors. They're going to run that same play. Misdirection. Man up the seam and wide open. That is Shea Jones, and that is another Warriors touchdown.
And they really had him wide open. The defense totally lost him. He just slipped right through the middle. Easy 6 points for Wausau West right there.
They're going to call that a 59-yard touchdown for Wausau, and that misdirection in the backfield, the fake double handoff, let a man get open as the defenders tried to keep an eye on the running back to see which one was going to get it. It ended up being Shea Jones, the junior wide receiver up the middle, with the touchdown on that seam route. Scores now 12-0 Huskies, and they're going to go for 2 here because, of course, they missed that first extra point. Gravine fakes a handoff, rolls out to his left, throws it back to Madison, back of the end zone, but Madison in and out of his hands, so the score is going to remain 12-0. But the Warriors extend the lead to 2 possessions now, and we're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Welcome to Bruce Orthodontics, where we provide comprehensive orthodontic care to patients of all ages. We are now accepting new patients, and we accept most insurances.
Orthodontics is much more than just a job to me. It is my passion and my life. What separates us from other orthodontists is constant continuing education for myself and my staff, compassion, and dedication. Here at Bruce Orthodontics, we change lives one smile at a time. I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
We are back here at Carson Park. Warriors extend the lead 12-0. Just over 3 minutes left here in the first half. Quick word from Fleet Farm. Fleet Farm is here to help you gear up for hunting season. Shop their huge selection of scouting and concealment must-haves, safety essentials, and blaze orange gear. Shop the entire selection of hunting gear from all of the top brands today at Fleet Farm. So the Warriors in control of this game now, up 2 possessions. It was interesting to see what this North defense was going to come out and do. This is a defense that's really continued to struggle mightily. They've been able to really put no pressure on the quarterback throughout their first 2 games. That trend has continued tonight as Ty Schaaf's going to take this return. He's going to run right into 2 Warriors there. He's taken down at about the 30-yard line. But this North defense we mentioned, they have continued to struggle tonight. They're getting thrown off by misdirection. It just seems like they are unprepared for those types of plays and what to do in those scenarios, and gave up another big play there, a 59-yard touchdown pass from Joe Gravine to Shea Jones to put the Warriors up 12.
As much as you can watch film to prepare for a team, if it's not a team you're playing every year, your JV team's not playing them, your freshman team's not playing them, you can only be so prepared, you know. So you kind of see North kind of really falling behind what Wausau West does on offense here.
That's something that we may have expected to happen to one of these teams, as both these teams have not played each other yet in many, many years. Another spin move by Michael Friesen. I think that's his 3rd spin of the game, and he's making guys miss with that move. Showing off his skill here and his quickness tonight. If there's a bright spot on this offense tonight, it's that Michael Friesen has stepped up and become a factor out of the backfield for this Huskies offense. First down here, Warriors playing 2-shell on defense. McCracken ends up taking it himself down at about the 43-yard line. Warriors defense so far in the season, 4 sacks coming into this game, 2 forced fumbles, 10 tackles for loss. So they are a team that's able to apply pressure and get into the backfield when need be. Playing the standard 4-3 on defense. And there they are into the backfield, putting pressure on McCracken. That was number 7, Tegan Rasmus, breaking through that offensive line for North and forcing McCracken to throw it off balance for an incomplete play. One thing North had hoped to do this season was take advantage of their size. If you look at the offensive line, some big guys. Kenton Mondo, 6'7", 315 on the left. Rashawn Putnick, 6'5", 280. All the players are over 6 feet and over 240 pounds. So that is something that they should be using to their advantage and something that they had focused on this season. As McCracken rolls out, finds Zach Shipman on the left side. Shipman dives toward the chain, but it's going to be short. Ryder Schindler on the trip up there, as it's going to be 4th down now for the Huskies, 4th and 1. So the Huskies are not past midfield, but they only need 1 yard. So this is going to be an interesting play call here from Matt McGinnis to see if they keep the guys on the field, and he is. Warriors are going to load the box. McCracken hands it off to Friesen. Friesen able to get through, jukes 2 defenders, and then some. He's going to be down at about the 31-yard line. Michael Friesen making plays out here as Eau Claire North uses its final timeout of the half. So we'll go to a quick break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to Carson Park. Just over a minute to go here in the first half. Huskies have the ball. They just converted on a 4th and 1. Warriors still hold a 12-0 lead. The Huskies just try to salvage anything before we head into the half here. They would love to put some points on the board and cut it to a one-score game as we head into halftime. Especially with the Warriors deferring on the coin toss. They're going to be getting the ball first after the break. 4 wide receivers out, 2 on each side for Peyton McCracken. Another low snap there by the north center. McCracken up the middle, throws it deep but way long. Threw it right about on the line of scrimmage there, but seen a couple of those. McCracken clearly in the gym this year. He's overthrown on a couple of plays tonight. Second down, ball on the 32 here. 3 receivers to the right of McCracken. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his right. Throws it to Aaron Solberg on the sideline. He's going to be taken out in the red zone. So the Huskies continue to march downfield. Can they convert this time? 0 for 3 in the red zone tonight. We're going to spot that at the 19-yard line. See if the Warriors can make another strong defensive play here. 1st and 10 for the Huskies. McCracken looks right, airs it out for Zach Shipman into double coverage. That one's going to be swatted away. 2 Warriors were there to break up that play. Looks like Marcus McDonald is there. Miles Waldvogel also in on that play. Dangerous throw there from McCracken, but aggressive play call on 1st down. Really nothing to lose there. Second down and 10. McCracken looks left. He's going to roll out to his right again. He's going to run it himself. Flags out of the backfield and from the end zone.
Peyton McCracken, the ball carrier, is scored out of bounds by number 23, Ty Teske. There is a flag on the play.
Refs are going to get together for this one. Another holding call on the offense, so another costly penalty. There's been just about 1 on each drive tonight for the Huskies. If you didn't hear over the intercom, Packers are on the board now in Brazil, 6-0. First ever NFL game in the Southern Hemisphere tonight. Want to say a big thank you to everybody that's listening to us, though, tonight. We appreciate it. We know those guys in green and gold are playing, but we appreciate you tuning in to Zaleski Sports tonight to watch some high school football. And a great crowd tonight here as well. The Husky faithful coming out to support the guys in blue. You can see a lot of Packer gear out there. I'm sure there are a lot of moms and dads out there who had hoped that, you know, their son's game didn't coincide with the Packer game, but they're always going to come out and support their kids and support the Huskies. So appreciate the nice crowd. Appreciate all of you tuning in tonight on Zaleski Sports. 2nd and 19. Ball on the 29. McCracken, quick throw, tipped in the air. Zach Shipman still grabs onto it. They're going to say that he caught that, so a lucky break there. Marcus McDonald was in there to try and push Shipman out of bounds, but they're going to call that a catch. Another 3rd and long situation. This has been a problem tonight for the Huskies. They keep getting behind the sticks, behind the chains, and that is just not a recipe for success if you want to run your offense well, especially down in the red zone. It just seems like they've lost composure down here in this part of the field, and the Warriors have really locked it down. 3rd and 16 now. McCracken looking left, tries to stay in the pocket, scrambles, under pressure, taken down by DeAndre Bournes. But he gets the ball away, and that's going to be incomplete. So it is another failed attempt for the Huskies to get down in the red zone and put points on the board here. At least on their first 3 downs, the Huskies really struggling on this side of the field tonight. So they are going to bring the kicking team out. Aaron Solberg missed the field goal try on the last attempt because Zach Shipman bobbled the snap, bobbled the hold. So we'll see if he's practiced it, and it looks like Wausau West is going to ice the kicker here. So with that, we're going to take a quick message from Jesperson Group Century 21. Whether you're buying or selling, turn to the team at Jesperson Group Century 21 affiliated. The Jesperson Group has a pulse on the local real estate market, can help you with both existing homes and new builds, and can help you through each step of the process. Search Century 21 Jesperson Group to see current listings, then step confidently into the real estate world knowing you have the Jesperson Group by your side. They make the home buying and selling process simple, not stressful. That's what you get with Jesperson Group, Century 21 affiliated. So the Huskies are going to look to put this ball through the uprights. Aaron Solberg is the kicker. We mentioned the already missed kick on that end of the field for Aaron Solberg. Zach Shipman, hopefully he plays both sides of the ball. I was going to say hopefully he was practicing his holds on the sideline a little bit, but he's a guy that plays every snap of every game on both sides. So we'll see what kind of advice his coaches and his kicker give him. This is going to be a long kick. Line of scrimmage is the 26. Solberg with the boot. Is it there? Looks like it is. Aaron Solberg, big leg there, and the Huskies are on the board. That is a big leg for a high school kicker there. That was don't know the exact yardage there, probably in the 35 to 38 yard field goal range. So for a high school kicker, really, really strong play there for the Huskies to get on the board. It's now 12-3 Warriors. 26 seconds to go before the half. Another quick message from Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. At Chippewa Valley Orthopedics, whether you are a professional athlete, weekend warrior, or simply have an aching joint, rest assured that you will receive unsurpassed care delivered with compassion and respect. When you need it most, visit the sports medical experts at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics. Colin, thoughts on this game so far as we enter the halftime break here?
You know, I do think that field goal was big just to get some points on the board, because for a while there it was looking like North was going to go into halftime 0-12. Obviously, North is going to have to come out very strongly in the second half. And but if they go into the half with just this score, that's not the worst case scenario, considering we've had 3rd and 15, 3rd and 18, 3rd and 16, every third down North has been getting. So I think they're very lucky that this score is more lopsided than it is right now.
I think if you're Matt McGinnis, you just wanted to put any points on the board, no matter how many, going into the half. And successful kick there from Aaron Solberg, showing off his big leg. Uses his big leg again here on the kickoff. McDonald for the Warriors is going to return it. Cut back up the middle. He's taken down at about the 23. So the Warriors likely are going to kneel it down here. They're going to be receiving the ball after halftime here, after deferring on the coin toss. I wouldn't expect them to try and do anything miraculous coming downfield here. They're just going to take it into the half. I would be shocked if they tried to do something, but North is going to back up into prevent defense anyway. They are going to line up, though. They only have one timeout. They are going to line up like they're going to run a play. Soft coverage. But they are going to just run it up the field. Cooper DePoit up the middle, and that time is going to tick away here on the first half here at Carson Park. Scores 12-3. The Warriors have the lead. Huskies able to just get on the board there at the end of this half with a big field goal from Aaron Solberg. But with that, we're going to go to our halftime show. 12-3 Warriors here at Carson Park. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Ready, begin!
We'll switch the two tackling things around. I'll do one knee with the bags. Everybody will do it, and then you can set up.
If there's any thought that I think of me for a little support, at a time of need, it'll be enough. Not a chance. Driving into town, can't see or hear. Kill communication, stepping off the grid just to let me know. Too many got my time. Being here before, lovers winter freeze, summer's burn, shut down on the sneeze. Take what you learn, have what to be.
Nice and tight to your body. Fire off your front foot, lead shoulder. Fire through the bag, not up, through. Okay, and then wrap on the backside. So this is shoulder contact, keeping your head up, wrapping on the backside, exploding through the bag, pushing off that front foot. Here we go on my whistle. Set. Good. After you tackle, hold the bag, please. Hey. Here we go. Rapid fire. Sit tight. Set. Hit. I didn't blow my whistle. I said it. I'm sorry. Here we go. Set. Oh, good job. Good work. Through the bag. Set. Woo. Good. Through the bag. Set. Good. Let's pull it out through the bag. Hit that bag. Go as far back to the scoreboard as you can go. Set.
Go now. What are you not getting about a forward 45-degree angle? What don't you understand? Stop on the bench. Good. Just like that. Power step. There you go. Good job, Maddox. Load your feet for the power step. Now we're going this way, man.
Yes, yes. Good job, good job, good job, good job. That was close. That was really close to being nice. It had like, if it would have hit the ground a little earlier. Yeah, it hit the ground, I think. 'Cause, yeah, it was like, it stayed like spinning like that for a while. It can't hit the turf then have the big pop. On the first bounce, yeah. No, it can't go like over 6 or something. It's like their head, you know. It's for safety. It's for safety. That's a good one. Oh, that's perfect. You know, we gotta make sure that we're catching those, and when we catch them, we gotta explode up the sideline. All right? Sound good? Makes sense? Get your wrist in. Wait. Yeah, then I have Johnny. I think yeah, we get that back.
Ball! Good, yep, good. Last one, please. Go. Yeah, good job. Hey, Peyton, pull right, hit right, pull right, hit right. That's that angle. Yeah. There you go. Super. Last one here, score it. Let's go. There you go. Score, Kyle! Good. PAT! John, celebrate! Good work! Good job!
Okay, but today was a great practice. Give it up, clap it up, good work, good job. Okay. Really good week. And again, we had 2 tough weeks where they're short when we're out here. Okay, they're short when we're out here. We play on Thursdays. All of that's just a little different, right? But we can't let things like that get to us, like we talked about, that mental, emotional toughness. We did a really good job today bouncing back, being efficient in everything that we're doing.
In the leadership meeting, we said, Grant, quarterback, said, what do we need to do to win? What did Grant say? Do you remember? He said, run the ball. Okay, so that's a quarterback. He's saying, just run the freaking ball because we know this is where the strength is. Okay? You're returning. You play a little bit, you're returning. Horn, you got playing time last year, right? We need you guys to step up. Okay? When we need to play, we need you guys to step up. You're a returner, right? We can't have the mistakes that we had last week in this room. That's what hurt us the most. Okay? We can't have those mistakes. To start drives, we can't have penalties. In the middle of drives, we can't have penalties like we had. Right? We have to play like we're the veteran team that we are. Okay? That's week 1. Hey, it's done over with. We're moving on. We're moving forward. Okay? You can't let something like fatigue break you. Right? We talked about the windows the other day too. Okay? Right? What makes one window tougher than the other? It just depends on what breaks it. That's what makes one guy tougher than another guy. What are you willing to withstand? Like we talked about last week, right? This is what we've been waiting all year for. Okay, this is what we've been waiting all year for, right? Now we get to play at home too. Okay, now we get to play at home. Let's go have some fun. Let's knock the crap out of people. It's way too quiet here, so I can't swear. But okay, hey, start knocking some guys around right away, right? Hey, we set the tone last year for what fast football is again.
teams jumping up and down the sidelines, a swing of the leg, and we're underway. High end-over-end kick will be taken at the 11-yard line, cutting left. To the 25-yard line, Barack Macklin, first man in on the hit. That's Aiden Parks. Send a single receiver, bottom of your screen. Spees lands, hands him up, looking to throw. Leno now flush. Gonna find her. It's almost intercepted. It was off the leg of the defender. That is Connor Scarston. Chandler out with Madalena. They'll send Sager in motion. And it'll be Chandler keeping it himself, breaking up the middle. Chandler 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. He is gone. Grant Chandler is going to take one play and take it to the house. 63 yards for the Panther quarterback. He went right off a right guard, broke through to the second level, and then just outran the defense. And just like that is 6-0 Panthers. They're being pulled off, so Chandler looking to throw. He's got time, throws it deep to Belson, toward the pylon, underthrow, makes the catch, goes over the defender and in, touchdown! And he'll motion out. Throwing up the middle, is tipped, and it is caught by Owen Wolf-Sherrick. 2-point is good, and it's 15-0 of tight end Dominic Lyons. And they'll line up trips receivers, bottom of your screen. And now on the sweep, and not falling forward a minute is Dillingham for Clark. 1st and 10 at the 49. Leonard will throw. Looking over through his man. Intercepted by Spees. Spees has got a blocker in front. He'll cut back in, and he is gone. Pick 6, Panthers. Jackson Spees, who had 9 interceptions a year ago, gets his first and goes 60 yards for the score. Flores is a single receiver, bottom of the screen. Leno looking to throw. He's going to throw up to the pylon, looking for Flores to the corner, and intercepted in the end zone. Heading off late is Wolf-Sherrick. 3 receivers, bottom of the screen. Shonda's going to roll now, do a draw play with Madalena. Breaks a tackle, cuts to the left side. 20, 15, 10, 5. He is gone. Madalena will take it in from 34. Touchdown, Spash. Not yet. He's in Roth, standing at their own 40. 4th and 15. Almost blocked. And catch by Ananiadis. He's going to cut back left side. 45-50, 45-40 far side. One man to beat. And he's going to get tripped up inside the 20 by the punter, Leno. Twin receivers, bottom of the screen. 1st and goal to go. Chandler out of the game. Matthews will go to the end zone, and he is going to score. Matthews from 5. And Spash rolls again. 3:30 to go, and it's 42-0.
Because we needed them to start the game, right? Back from the dead last week, we didn't have a lot of energy. Who was jumping on the sideline? Everybody, right? Everybody was now going in, and everybody was on the sideline, right? So we got so much energy.
He's going to look to throw. Looking for a pick play. Doesn't get it. Rolls right. Flag down. Back of the end zone. Got his man. It's a touchdown. But I don't think it's going to count. Looking for one more stop here. Looking to throw. Pump fakes. Now he's going to be flushed right. 50, he's going to take it himself to the 10. Diving. He's going to be short. Throws it through, incomplete, and that's it. This one is over. Your final score, it was Spash 43 and Superior nothing.
Energy, it's great. It was a great crowd for, we had some school today, but mostly before school starts. Those are always tough home games. So our guys wanted to make sure that we came out, we protected the field, and I think we did a great job with that. Just bringing the energy right away, like you said, and just playing physical football like we want to do.
And so you get that 3 and out, and then it takes one play on offense to get all the points you were going to need, but you got plenty more after. Just kind of talk about that, just those first and the statement that made.
Yeah, I mean, we're really confident. We always want to try to kick off as much as possible because we think our defense can make stops, and then we're hoping that we can put some points on the board, and then they're in chase mode right away, and we can win the middle 8 there as well. But yeah, I mean, and then first play, we have a run play for Grant dialed up, and we saw something on film we wanted to exploit, and Grant was off to the races on that. So it was a great job, and we talked, and Charlie's over here. We talked to him. He didn't block very well last week. He had a great day blocking. I'm sure we watched film on that play. It takes perimeter blocking to break long runs. So it was just a great job all around.
We'll be joined by Charlie Belson here. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns, but first thing Coach said was your blocking. Talk about that first play, what you saw to seal off things off so Grant could get free.
We called the play. I looked at my play sheet, and I knew the run was coming my way, so I knew if I made the block, there would be a big play there. So I had to make the play.
On the other side, every receiver loves to get in the end zone. I guess talk about, especially that first one, a little bit underthrown, but you roll over the corner into the end zone. I guess what was your process as you're tracking the ball in the air there?
Grant, usually we know to miss outside, but he threw a little inside. I know how to adjust. Just want to make a play for fans out there.
Self-respect, you feel like an insect. Well, don't you worry, buddy, 'cause here he comes through the ghettos and the barrio and the barrio and the slum. With a red right hand.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Oh, yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eclair.
Jane, I'm Steve from security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Welcome back into Carson Park. Halftime just wrapping up here. The Wausau West Warriors hold a 12-3 lead over the Eau Claire North Huskies. Few score updates from around the area in high school football. Stevens Point Spash leads big over Eau Claire Memorial, 28-0 in the first Wisconsin Valley Conference game ever for the Old Abes. New Richmond and Chippewa Falls in a battle of two of the most likely top teams in the BRC. The New Richmond Tigers lead 14-7 there just before the half. Hudson leads 14-13 in another BRC battle with Menominee. Rice Lake leads Marshfield 22-0 in a non-conference game there for Marshfield. DC Everest and Wisconsin Rapids Lincoln in another Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup. Everest leads 20-6 at halftime. For all you Packer fans out there, Green Bay in Brazil, they lead the Philadelphia Eagles 12-7. 10 minutes to go in the first half. Jaden Reed just scored on a 33-yard touchdown. Josh Jacobs failed two-point conversion attempt. It is 12-7, and those first 6 points came from 2 field goals from the new Packers kicker, Braden Narveson. Back here at Carson Park, Warriors hold the lead. We'll catch you up to speed on how they got there. Eau Claire North has really struggled in enemy territory tonight. They keep getting backed up out of the red zone. They're 0 for 4 on red zone touchdown tries tonight. They were backed up on the first drive, a botched snap on a kick, missed a field goal there. Wausau West came back, touchdown throw from Joe Gravine to Bennett Madison. It was a questionable call. It looked like he might have been out of bounds, but the referee said it was good on a 17-yard touchdown throw. 6-0 Wausau West from there after a missed point after attempt. Missed field goal from Eau Claire North on the second drive. Then on the Eau Claire North's third drive, it was an unsuccessful fourth down run by Peyton McCracken. So tough sledding for the Huskies in enemy territory tonight. Wausau West came back with a 59-yard touchdown pass from Joe Gravine to Shea Jones on a seam route up the middle. 2-point conversion was no good there. That's why they have 12 points. They took a 12-0 lead before, Aaron Solberg with his big boot put a field goal through from over 35 yards away for the Huskies to give Eau Claire North their first points of the game. So I don't know if I've seen this before, but it looked like both teams lined up on the wrong sides of the field, so the referees just flipped them around. And that's the first time I think I've ever seen that, a little miscommunication there from the referees to make sure that we're going the right direction here, as the Eau Claire North Huskies are going to kick off as Wausau West gets the ball to start the second half. They won the coin toss and deferred to here, and I think they're pretty happy to be getting the ball right at about this point of the game. Aaron Solberg is the kicker. We mentioned he has a successful field goal tonight, but he also has a missed field goal and a missed point after the touchdown. Another missed kick, 2 field goals. Miles Waldvogel up the sideline gets pounded by a couple of Huskies, but he's going to be out at about the 45-yard line. So good field position there for the Warriors to start this drive. As the Warriors come out on the field, quick word from HS Fence Company. HS Fence specializes in chain link, vinyl, wood, and ornamental fencing. They've been providing commercial and residential fencing to the people of Wisconsin for the last 18 years. Contact them today in Fall Creek or at hsfencewi.com. So Joe Gravine and the Wausau West Warriors are going to come back out on the field. 2 touchdown passes already in this game for Gravine. This is a Wausau team that really can thrive throwing it through the air. They've been well balanced tonight. Pump fake from Gravine, throws it up high for McDonald. McDonald high points it and comes down with it at about midfield. So last week, Eau Claire North in the second half really had nothing for New Richmond. So we'll see what they can do here, if they can try to roll any momentum from that field goal that they scored right at the end of the first half and continue to snowball that into some points here to get back into this game. This game is not out of reach by any means for the Eau Claire North Huskies. 2nd down and 3 now. Gravine hands it off to DePoit. Cooper DePoit taken down by Michael Friesen there. Friesen flexes on him, but it's still going to be a first down for Wausau West. Fun tidbit for you here on offense for Wausau West. The center, Will McCorrison, he's a senior for Wausau West. He's the son of former Altoona multi-sport standout Kyle McCorrison, who actually played linebacker for the Badgers from 2000 to 2003. So Will McCorrison, the Wausau West, has a penalty here. Penalty here on the offense. Will McCorrison, one of the Wausau West players with some Chippewa Valley ties, coming back here to Carson Park.
After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 15 for the Warriors.
False start backs him up 5 yards. It's going to be 1st and 15 for Wausau West. Running back comes up, lines up next to Gravine and takes it. That's number 17, Tony Iafeldano, the senior, with the carry there for Wausau West. Something I saw last game here at Carson Park for the Huskies was that their film camera was not working for much of the second half. I can see it on our sideline here that it is working today. So for any Husky fans that were curious of any potential technical issues, looks like they got it under control here, and they're going to need it if they want to get back into this game. One high safety here for the Huskies, and he's going to come up, try to make a tackle as the Warriors try to run it up the left side with Iafeldano. It'll be 3rd and 9 now for Wausau West. 3rd and 5 now, excuse me. Third down for Wausau West. Gravine throws it up the seam again, finds Marcus McDonald. That play has been working well. Just send a man up the hash mark and go for it. Marcus McDonald with a big first down catch there for Wausau West. The Warriors in the red zone on their first drive of the half here. We saw a defensive back show pressure late before the snap there for the Huskies. He came up out of that position and gave up the middle of the field, allowing Marcus McDonald to break free there and get a step. Huskies trying to disguise their play call there. It didn't work out. Cooper DePoit up the right side. He's past the 5-yard line and be taken down at about the 3 on the first down run there. Warriors inching closer to another touchdown. Aiden Pankratz on the tackle there for the Huskies. Second and goal here for Wausau West. Alfaldano lines up next to Gravine. They hand it off to DePoit. Taken down. Nice tackle there by Devin Andrew for the Huskies to prevent a touchdown there. It's going to be third down. This is a crucial play for Eau Claire North. If they can at least hold Wausau West to a field goal, I think they'll be happy here to come out of this drive. Third and goal for Wausau. Gravine looks out to his right, looks for the man in a flat, but a sack! That is a sack for the Huskies. That's number 8, Aiden Pankratz. You talk about crucial plays, that is exactly what the Huskies were hoping for right there. Pushes them all the way back from the 3-yard line to the 17-yard line.
And what a play that was, because it looked like Bennett Madison was running wide open in the end zone there. So good thing you didn't give him time to throw, made that sack. Fourth down.
That's the first sack of the season for Eau Claire North. That's something that the Huskies have just been hoping for, to provide any pressure on a quarterback in the backfield. Struggled to do it in the last 2 games. Capitalizing in a big moment there, though. But the Warriors going to go for it on fourth down. Cooper DePoit tries to break a tackle. There's a flag down on the field here. He is going to be short, obviously, but we'll see what the penalty is. And the Warriors' offense is coming off the field, so it's looking like it's going to go towards the offense. Huskies will decline that penalty, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Huskies making a big stop in the red zone there. That's exactly what they needed to try and flip the momentum around in this game. 18-yard line is where they're going to spot this ball as the Huskies offense comes back out on the field. So we'll see what kind of pep talk Matt McGinnis gave his offense and Peyton McCracken as they come out into the second half here and try to climb back into this one. They've been in this position a handful of times already this season. See how they are able to play from behind as they hand it off up the middle. That's going to be a short gain on that run there by Levante Bean. Quick word from Dahlman Insurance. To cover your church, call the Dahlman Insurance Agency for a coverage analysis. Dahlman Insurance covers churches in Wisconsin with Hastings Insurance Company. Online at dahlmaninsurance.com. Dahlman Insurance, come for the rates, stay for the service. 2nd and 9 here. Huskies hand it off again. Friesen tries to spin again. That's a move that he is patented tonight, but not able to get much on that one. Ty Teske on the tackle for the Warriors tonight. He is the leading tackler tonight by a mile from what I'm hearing over the intercom. The sophomore, not in past starting lineups, but getting some run tonight for this Warriors defense. Nice to see some of the underclassmen making an impact in this game. 3rd and 8 now, quickly already 3rd down for the Huskies. Fake the handoff. Passes over to the fullback out of the right side. Number 36, Tice Gorman. I believe that's his first catch of the season, if I'm not mistaken. The 5'9" sophomore picks up a first down there. We're going to call him the fullback. He has that size and that body structure, so it looked like a fullback play there. And Tice Gorman gets the first down for the Huskies.
You got to love when the fullback gets the ball. They're blocking and blocking and blocking all game. Then finally, leaks out in the flats. Reward the fullback for all that blocking he's been doing.
Handoff here goes to Friesen. Gets swung around, grabbed by the jersey, be able to cut back up the other side. Breaks another tackle, still is up. Takes almost the whole team to take him down. Friesen gets back to about the line of scrimmage, though, so not much there. A lot of effort, a lot of yards ran, but not a lot of yards gained. Going back to that fullback play, yeah, it's awesome to see fullbacks get some action at the high school level especially. Even going up the levels and ranks of football at college and into the NFL, fullbacks are somewhat of a dying breed, so it's nice to see some old school ball there and utilizing that position. 2 fake handoffs, play action for McCracken. He's going to throw it into the dirt. There's a flag coming out of the backfield. They're going to call it a holding penalty. Another one for the Huskies tonight. 5 or 6 of those tonight for the Huskies.
Holding. Offense. 10 yards from previous stop. 3 points head down.
So they're going to replay the second down, but they're going to lose 10 yards on that play. The Huskies continuing to back up and back up. A lot of offensive penalties tonight. Sloppy play in that aspect of the game from Eau Claire North tonight. 2nd and 20. McCracken under pressure, and he's going to be taken down. Big time sack by number 7, Tegan Rasmus, with some help there. They're going to credit it to Rasmus, the junior linebacker for Wausau West. And, man, look at where the Huskies are at now. It'll be 3rd and 34, excuse me. 3rd and very, very, very long. See what McGinnis wants to do here, if they're just going to try to take a chunk out of their yardage here and get into a better field position to punt it away, or if they're going to try to go for the home run play. Two deep safeties for Wausau West, but just when you think the Huskies are down and out. And that was Tegan Rasmus who went into the neutral zone there and went off sides. And just after he makes the big sack there on McCracken, makes a mistake. He a little too fired up, I think, after that sack. Costly penalty there. It's not going to cost them too much, though. Now 3rd and 28 is what they're going to call it for North. McCracken throws it up the middle, but it's incomplete. Looked like the throw is behind Zach Shipman there, so it's going to be 4th down, and the Huskies are going to have to punt it away.
brings up 4th down for the Huskies.
So this is Aaron Solberg with the punt. High kick. Wobbly kick lands at about the 50. Bounces out at about the 45. Wausau West is going to get the ball back. We're going to quick message from Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com to find an agent near you. So as the Warriors come back out on the field, Matt Johnson, if they win this game, we'll get to hear from him at the end of this one, but unsure how he's really feeling right now. It's been a somewhat sloppy game from both teams, a low-scoring defensive battle. He's got to be pleased with his defense, but interested to see how he feels about his offensive performance tonight. And, of course, 2 point-after attempts, unsuccessful. They only have 12 points in this game. They're hoping for more, and they're hoping for more on this drive to just try and put it away. Second down and 3 now for the Warriors. Safety Ty Schaaf shows pressure. He's going to come up, miss the tackle there on DePoit, but looks like DePoit is right at about the marker. Looks like it'll be a first down, and they are going to move the chains, so that'll be a first down for the Warriors. Wausau West, a program that has made the playoffs every year since 2020, but they haven't made it past level 2. We mentioned that last year they lost in that tough, heartbreaking 1-point loss to Spash. That loss still stings this team today, but they're using it as a motivator and a benchmark to go further with a lot of seniors coming back to this program. And here's that seam route that we saw earlier that turned into a touchdown for Shea Jones. It's Jones here again, who makes another big play. He gets taken down there as Ty Schaaf saves the touchdown for the Huskies, but nonetheless, Warriors back in the red zone there, first down. Shea Jones listed as a wide receiver and defensive back for this Warriors team, but looking more like a tight end just with his size and his stature, and he is lining up on the end of the offensive line, so fair to say he's playing a tight end type position tonight as the Warriors hand it off to Tony Iafeldano, who's down right at about the goal line. He's going to be just short, though, unable to score the touchdown there, but Warriors on the brink of another score here. They're going to mark it at about the, looks like they're going to call it on the 2, looks like maybe the 1.5 here from our angle. Tight formation here. Box is loaded up for both teams. And that's Miles Waldvogel who marches in untouched. Warriors score another touchdown. It's 18-3 Wausau West. Miles Waldvogel on the run there. He had a touchdown last week in that same spot against Hudson. They like utilizing him as a extra running back in the red zone. Think of kind of like a Taysom Hill type player who doesn't really run much outside of the red zone, but he's the goal line rusher, the go-to goal line rusher, as the kick is up and good for Finn Christensen. And that's going to give Wausau West a 19-3 lead as clock ticks away here at the end of the third quarter. An injured Husky now down on the field, and while they tend to him, we're going to take a quick break. We're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Paul, what we're looking for today first is that basic shopper, the one that's going to go for fruit that's in season right now, because those are the easy picks, the raspberry, the strawberry, the blueberry. But the experts, the one who are going to get the job done today and shine bright on a day like today, those are the ones shopping for the mangoes.
And when you think about vegetables at the grocery store, really there's a lot at stake, because at this point your next stop is the meat market. You don't want to be chicken when you go ahead and pick out your vegetables. You got to make sure you got the right pairing.
When you double clutch on your list, that's when things quickly spiral out of control.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Welcome back to Carson Park. Start of the fourth quarter here. Wausau West leads 19-3. Couple players still helping. Rashawn Putnick off the field, the injured Husky. 6'5" senior, unable to put any pressure down there on that right leg. So hope for the best for him. So we wait for play to resume here. While they tend to him, quick word from Security Financial Bank. Security Financial Bank, SFB. Whether you're starting a business, buying your first home, or saving for college, SFB are the bankers who believe in you. Learn more today at sfbank.com. Member FDIC. So Miles Waldvogel, the sophomore, listed as a defensive back and a wide receiver, and a running back. He's going to run it in from the goal line for Wausau West, and what the last play was, what the last touchdown was, as the Warriors now have control of this one, 19-3. See if the Huskies have anything that they can do to get back into this game. They're hoping to avoid an 0-3 start. Squib kick. Aaron Solberg is going to be the one to return it. He's out of bounds at about the 25, so a successful squib there for Wausau West. So Eau Claire North getting their first taste of Wisconsin Valley Conference action tonight. And so far it has not been easy. There's a lot of question marks coming in on how these two teams would play against each other, being that they haven't played each other in recent memory. I was trying to do some research at home, and I couldn't even find the last time that these two teams had played against each other, if they ever have. So this is really unfamiliar territory for both squads, but Wausau West coming into Carson Park, proving that they're handling it well tonight. First down here. It's Aaron Solberg, the wide receiver, is going to take the ball up the left side. He's short of a first down there. Matt McGinnis is going to have to get aggressive with his play calling here. As we look down on the sideline, Rashawn Putnick on the bench, getting tended to by the trainers. I would not expect him to be back into this game, but we hope for the best for him. Starting defensive end and offensive lineman for the Huskies. That's a big loss up front on a team that really values their size. So here's Peyton McCracken rolling out to his right. There's a flag down. Throws over to Ben Metler, but that's going to be out of bounds, but we'll see what they call it on the field here. Waiting for the call from the referee here. What do you know? Another holding penalty for the Huskies. They keep racking them up. On to multiple hands now for the Huskies, and how many holding penalties and penalties in general they've had tonight. The new lineman in for Eau Claire North is number 74, Reese Kittlestad, the junior, 5'7", 220. Maybe undersized a little bit for a lineman, but hoping to hold his own here against the Warriors defense that's been stout tonight. McCracken takes the handoff, fakes the handoff, throws it over to Aaron Solberg, taken down at about the 33-yard line. Ryder Schindler on the tackle there for Wausau West. Beautiful night for football here at Carson Park. Cannot complain. This is perfect football temperature if you ask me. And fortunately for us, it's only going to get worse as it gets a little colder as we get into the fall here. And eventually we're going to be having our full winter jackets on and our snow boots on as we get to playoff time. So I'm going to enjoy this one tonight. I have been for sure. 3rd and 6 now for the Huskies. Fake the handoff. McCracken rolls left. Under pressure. Tegan Rasmus slips up. Deep throw for McCracken, but he throws it out of bounds. And Huskies look like they've started to lose the life here. And that tends to happen for the Huskies, as we've seen in a couple games already this season. Once they get behind and they get late into these games, it just seems really tough for them to really get that energy back and build themselves back up enough to get back into the game, because you can make all the plays that you want to make, and you can call all the plays you want to call, but if your team is lacking energy and effort, then that's going to be costly no matter what. Not to say that this Huskies team is lacking any effort. They've been playing very hard tonight, but just feels like the energy has started to leave the building here at Carson Park. Aaron Solberg with the punt. Tony Afaldano calls a fair catch, but he muffs the punt. Huskies ran past him, and they weren't able to hop back on it. And with that change of possession, we'll run a quick break. You're watching high school football on Selesky Sports.
A nice controlled turn, and here comes the pontoon. What a boat.
I don't know that you can have a better activity today than the pontoon through this event. I said this is a world-class event. That was a world-class trailering of that pontoon right there.
Now we've got the green arrow, so now you got a little bit of a little. Oh! U-turn! U-turn! Oh, my goodness. U-turn.
Welcome back to Carson Park. First down for Wausau West. Cooper DePoit tackled in the backfield by number 2 for the Huskies. That's Jack Gorman. Second down now for Wausau West. Talk about North. One of the keys to the game I mentioned in pregame was they really needed to find a momentum early and keep it rolling. It looked like on that first drive they were coming out with the momentum, but they just have been unable to reach the end zone tonight, really. They've been in prime position to score many a times tonight. It's Cooper DePoit. He is loose, but he's chased down by Zach Shipman there. Shipman slow to get up, but nonetheless a brilliant run for Cooper DePoit there, and clearly enough for the first down, as the PA announcer says. That's way more than enough for a first down. Cooper DePoit breaks free. A big run there for the Warriors as this Husky defense continues to get shredded. That was a 46-yard run is what they're going to credit DePoit there. First down now. They're going to give it back to the hot hand. Cooper DePoit still up. It's tackled back by some Huskies. It's going to be second down here.
DePoit, the ball carrier. Tackle the play by number 7, Reagan Krupp. Brings up second down for the Warriors.
Second down now. Reagan Pruitt on the tackle there for the Huskies. About 9 minutes to go here at Carson Park. Warriors trying to all but put this one away with another score here and not allow the Huskies to get any momentum. DePoit's going to take it again. Tries to cut back up the middle. Tackled by Michael Friesen. You can sense that the Warriors, even though they're getting into the red zone here, they're going to try to eat this clock up. They don't want the Huskies to really have any opportunity to get back into this game. Frustrated Matt McGinnis down there communicating with the ref, communicating his frustrations, airing his grievances. Seen that plenty of times so far this season. Another frustrating night for Eau Claire North, on the verge of starting their season 0-3. Not the start that a lot of people, I think, thought that North was going to have. I think a lot of people thought that they were at least going to win one of their 2 conference matchups or really start the season, one of their 2 non-conference matchups. I think a lot of people thought that they had an opportunity there to start well, but not the story so far for the Huskies. Timeout for Wausau West here. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
From humble beginnings in 1904, the Wheatrick family has grown Grassland Dairy Products into one of the largest processors of butter in the nation. Based in Greenwood, Wisconsin, the family and its hundreds of employees continue their pursuit of providing high-quality products that can proudly be served in restaurants and homes across America.
Back here at Carson Park, Warriors lead 19-3, just under 8 minutes to go in the second half in the game. Warriors just called the timeout. Score update from Green Bay. The Eagles just made a 38-yard field goal going into halftime, so the score now 19-17. Green Bay leads at halftime in Brazil. First ever NFL game in the Southern Hemisphere. Once again, we appreciate you all tuning in. All you Packer fans out there that are tuning in to us on Zaleski Sports, we appreciate you greatly. Injury update, Rashawn Putnick, the injured Husky from a few plays ago, down there on crutches on the sidelines, so clearly out for the rest of this game. As the Huskies stop the run there. Fourth down now for the Warriors. We'll see what they decide to do here. Matt Johnson's going to keep his guys on the field here as the clock continues to run. Try to use up all of this play clock. Fourth down. Handoff to DePoit. Huskies stuff them right at about the line to gain. Couple Warriors think that was a first down. Waiting for the official call from the ref now. Might need a measurement. And they are going to say it's a first down for Wausau West. So Huskies had a chance to get a stop there, and the life continues to get sucked out of Carson Park here. This clock continues to run down for the Huskies as time ticks away. First down on the 16 now for Wausau West. Gravine hands it off to Tony. Tony I will call him. Tony Iafaldano.
Tony Eiffeldown, the ball carrier. Tackle on the play by number 8, Aiden Pankratz.
Aiden Pankratz on the tackle there for North.
Brings up second down for the Warriors.
Huskies are going to have a lot of soul searching to do and a lot of answers to try and figure out after a tough start to the season that is likely going to leave them 0-3. It seems like they have somewhat of an offensive identity, but this defense has really been a problem for the Huskies so far this season. As Joe Gravine looks for the back corner fade. And that's incomplete. Looked like the defender, Shipman, didn't get his head around, and the receiver for the Warriors thinks that's a flag, but the refs are going to keep it in their pockets there. It's going to be third down. But the Huskies, they're going to have some real work to do. Luckily for them, next week they're going to have a non-conference matchup against a Superior team that has struggled mightily so far this season, a Superior team that already lost 41-14 to Wausau West, and last week they got blown out by Spash. So if there's any opportunity for the Huskies to get on the board this season and try to regain some confidence, it would be against another struggling Superior team. As a handoff is fumbled here by the Warriors, but Iafaldano climbs back on that on third down. It's going to be fourth down now. Tough part about that game next week is the Huskies are going to have the long trek up Highway 53 to get to Superior. Play a Superior team that's coached by former Memorial coach Rob Scott, who just left the Old Abe's this past season to head back up to Superior, where he used to be an assistant coach. Now takes over the head coaching role for that Big Rivers Conference team. Fourth down and 5. Shifting to the left. Cooper DePoit catches it, and he's in. Touchdown Warriors. Cooper DePoit.
Joe Gravine's pass is complete to number 19, Cooper DePoit.
And that'll extend the lead and all but put it away here at Carson Park. 25-3 is the score now for the Warriors, and the Huskies. It would be a miracle if they came back at this point. Finn Christensen going to go for the point after here. Good hold, good snap, good kick. 26-3 is the score here. Warriors in control, looking for their second win of the season. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
You're tuned in to Better Halves. Mike, what are you looking for?
Skip, I'm not getting older. I'm getting better. I still got big plans for my life and my Medicare.
I know exactly what you want from Medicare. Same as all the other guys. Me!
Hey, Mike, I'm Sheila from Security, and I'm just like you. In fact, I'm from your neighborhood, and I've got a Medicare plan that treats you like you.
Did it just get better in here?
Welcome back to Carson Park. Wausau West Warriors have come into Carson Park and handled Eau Claire North in this one. And it was an okay game up until the second half. The Huskies have really struggled as a second half team all season long. If I remember correctly, I don't believe the Huskies have scored a point in the second half of this season. They led going into the second half 19-7 against Menominee, and then they ended up losing that game on 15 unanswered points. Huskies failed to score in the second half last week against New Richmond as well, and have yet to score in the second half here tonight. Ty Schaaf's going to get this kick. Looks like he has a hole up the middle, but it closes up quickly. He's still up, and he's taken down close to the 45-yard line there. Score update, DC Everest defeats Wisconsin Rapids 34-6, so that's a Wisconsin Valley Conference matchup result that goes in favor of DC Everest, who are going to be the opponents next week for Wausau West. Wausau West going to be back home at legendary Tom Field over there in Wausau hosting the Evergreens. Be 1st and 10 Huskies here, as Matt McGinnis would love just to get his guys a touchdown here. He's going to keep the ones on the field and hope for the best. McCracken fakes the handoff. There's a throw up the right hash marks for Zach Shipman. That'll be good for a first down as the Huskies cross midfield.
Tackle on the play by number 36, Jacob Sassman. And number 8, Miles Waldvogel.
Miles Waldvogel on the tackle there for this for the Warriors defense. And Shipman slow to get up here. He's staying on the field, laboring on his right leg. He's going to fall down. Potentially a cramp is what it looks like from our angle here. Don't want to speculate. Just hope he's okay. Trainers are going to come out on the field. They're going to tend to Shipman. And we'll take a quick break. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Be part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 14th and 15th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Merrill. Don't miss the 32nd Annual Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 14th and 15th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
We are back here at Carson Park. Just about 5 minutes to go here in the contest. It's Eau Claire North trying to score a touchdown tonight. That's their number one goal right now. Pocket closes on McCracken. He rolls out, throws up for an open man, but the pass is dropped by Blake Burns, the junior wide receiver, his first target of the night. It goes right through his hands, and that has been tonight in a nutshell for the Huskies. Unable to get anything going, and when they do get something going, it all falls apart on this end of the field. Colin, how have you been feeling about what you've seen from this Husky offense tonight?
You know, they are playing tough. It does look like Peyton McCracken is holding his side after every play, possibly an injury. And so just to see them playing through this adversity right now, obviously the score is not going the way that they want it to go, and this game is not going the way they want it to go. But they're going to have a lot of things to work on for next week. And just to see them battling right now, not giving up, is inspiring and should inspire the team going into next week.
Play till the final whistle. That's what the coaches always say. That pass dropped there by Nick Tyson. And this is a Husky team that's used to, having to fight through adversity. Of course, a program that did not win a game from 2015 to 2021. They've failed to make the playoffs since 1998. But this is a team that has a tight bond this year. We've talked about they've had a closer bond between the upper and lower classmen this season than in past years. And if there's anything for this team to kind of key in on and come together on, it's that. As a nice play there up the right hashes, throw to Aaron Solberg is complete as the Huskies are back into the red zone. So Huskies have a chance to at least put a touchdown up on the board here and take away something strong here for Eau Claire North. Huskies continuing to battle here, as Colin mentioned. You love to see it out of a squad that's struggled mightily in this game. McCracken steps up and steps into Warriors defenders. He's going to be sacked there. Looks like it's number 61. Jamison Kane was in there on the sack. Warriors have done a nice job pressuring the quarterback tonight. It's a team that has struggled to stop the run, but they've been able to get to the quarterback and make a play on the ball when need be. They came into this game with 4 sacks, couple extra tonight. McCracken throws for the end zone. Aaron Solberg looked like he kind of hesitated and stopped running there. That would have been a touchdown if he kept it in full stride, but coaches put their hands up in disbelief there. They knew that that should have been a touchdown on that post route. But nonetheless, it's going to be 3rd and 16. Ball still on the 23 here for Eau Claire North. McCracken out left. Throws it in the flat. That's Friesen. Breaks a tackle, bowls through another man, and man, that guy is strong. He's been breaking tackles all night, using his 200-pound frame to bowl through defenders like a Mack truck.
Brings up 4th down for the Huskies.
But still going to be 4th down here. And Huskies, nothing to lose here. They're going to keep the offense on the field and see if they can make something happen. It's going to be 4th and 11. This is a chance just to see what kind of plays the Huskies can run and see if they can run them successfully. McCracken's going to throw it deep to the left side, and that pass is incomplete. Broken up by Marcus McDonald for the Warriors. Looks like it was intended for Zach Shipman. Hard to see the number there on the dark side of the field, but wobbly ball up there. Another turnover on downs as the Warriors are going to get the ball back. Been impressed tonight with this Wausau West squad. It's a lot of unknown for all of us, too, coming in. And, you know, as we've been following Eau Claire North throughout the past few seasons and following Memorial as well, we know how used to it we are seeing all these teams play in the BRC and, you know, seeing Eau Claire match up against the likes of a Chippewa Falls and Hudson and New Richmond and Menominee. But there's a lot of unknown coming into this year, seeing how these teams from central Wisconsin would come over here and play. And clearly tonight we've seen that this is a strong conference. As a timeout. Excuse me, no timeout. It looked like there was a stoppage of play there, but there is a timeout. Wausau is going to take a timeout, and we're going to take one too. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Get more sales, more customers, more employees, more community support. Let Zaleski Sports help you today. Our advertising rates are less than what you have in your pocket now. People just like you watching this broadcast are your next customer or team member. Plus, you'll have the satisfaction of making sure that our light continues to shine on these student athletes. Use the phone in your hand. Email us now.
Welcome back to Carson Park. 26-3 is the score for Wausau West with the lead here. And it looks like the twos are in now for Wausau West. North's going to call another timeout. I think we'll keep it here after that one. Jackson Riley, the quarterback, in now for Wausau West. Tayden Mua was on the carry there for Wausau West. A lot of running backs getting some run tonight for Wausau West. It's been a heavy dose of Cooper DePoit. Tony Eifeldano out of the backfield as well, the senior. Miles Waldvogel with the touchdown for Wausau West earlier on in this game on the goal line. This is a team that has only scored two, I guess coming into this game, they scored 2 rushing touchdowns, but they've added a third tonight. 153 rush yards per game to go along with their 208 passing yards per game. So this is a well-oiled machine on offense. It's been impressive to see. So here's Riley on the carry. Looks like a read option play there. Matt Johnson pulling some more plays out of the playbook. North's going to take another timeout.
Number 10, Jackson Riley on the carry.
And we'll go to a quick break as well. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports. Back here at Carson Park, just under 3 minutes left to go. Warriors have a 26-3 lead in their first game at Carson Park in recent memory. Mentioned how nice it is to see some of these new teams come over to the Chippewa Valley that we don't get to see much from the central Wisconsin area, as it's going to be 4th and 13 here and a punt away for Wausau West. Waldvogel punts it. Really nice punt. Fair catch called by Ty Schaff there. He's going to call a fair catch at about the 44. But, yeah, it's nice to see a lot of these teams from the Wausau area come over. We're excited to see, the likes of a Marshfield and a DC Everest and a Spash for sure. Spash, one of the stronger teams in the conference there, putting a beat down on Eau Claire Memorial tonight. But we are going to miss some of those rivalry matchups that we've seen these Eau Claire teams play against, the lacrosse schools that had lasted for decades and decades. And, of course, we'll be missing a trip up to DeRay Field this year against Chippewa Falls. But nonetheless, it's a nice fresh start for these Eau Claire schools to explore what other talent is around the state when it comes to high school football. And, exploring and seeing how teams from other parts of the state play is always good for any program to get new ideas and see where they can learn and grow. Michael Friesen has been a highlight tonight for this Eau Claire North Husky squad as he gets the catch in the first down. Expect Friesen to be more active in this offense as we continue to move throughout the season with Eau Claire North. Want to make sure that we mention to you that we will not be making the trip up to Superior next week. Long trip for everybody. As McCracken throws it out of play for Zach Shipman, but we're not going to be making the trip up to Superior. That's going to be a long haul for everyone, a long haul for the team. So the next time that we're going to be back on the air with Eau Claire North, we're going to be back for the Crosstown Showdown on September 20th here at Carson Park. North versus Memorial, always one of the games of the year. It's going to be our game of the week for Zaleski Sports. So have the likes of Bob Bradovich, the legend, on the call here at Carson Park, and we'll be here too, so we can't wait for that one. That's the next time that the Huskies will be back at Carson Park. Superior next week for the Huskies. DC Everest at home next week for Wausau West. McCracken under pressure. There's a flag on that tackle there. Caden Linder was there to put the pressure on McCracken, but he's taken down hard. He was out of the pocket there on the sideline, so we'll hear what the call is from the referees as we approach 2 minutes to go here in the game. Stripes are getting together to discuss this one.
There are two falls on the play. Personal foul, horse collar tackle, defense. Unnecessary roughness, offense. Penalties offset. They're done.
So those penalties will be meaningless in the end as we replay second down. A horse collar tackle from the defense, but then an unsportsmanlike call on the offense for North. It's going to negate everything, and we're going to continue on. So the clock ticks away here at Carson Park. McCracken stays in the pocket, steps up, throws it high. Out of reach again for a couple of North receivers there. McCracken looks a little bit shaken up, as Colin mentioned earlier, but he's been getting a hit a lot tonight. And, of course, the loss of Rashawn Putnick on the offensive line will not help that cause for Eau Claire North. When McCracken scrambles, he tends to make some inaccurate throws from what we've been seeing. When he gets out of the pocket, a lot of his throws are off balance. Unable to get his feet set, of course, when he's throwing on the run, and a lot of his balls have sailed over his receivers into the sideline. Fake handoff here, and there's another throw on the run that's low, out of reach for Shipman there in the flat. McCracken's looking frustrated. He's kind of limping around as well, so he's been taking a beating tonight, but no lack of effort here from the Huskies. They've been playing hard all night. Wausau West continuing to up the intensity on defense as well. They want to finish this game strong. Two minutes to go on the dot here at Carson Park. High snap, McCracken under pressure, misses a blitz. McCracken rushes up the sideline himself. He's out at about the 30-yard line. Colin, if there's anything you think North can improve on or take away from this game, what do you think it is?
Right, I think the first thing I'm going to go to is penalties. Penalties on third down. You know, they've had so many of those third and longs this game where they just shoot themselves in the foot. Because early in the game, they were driving down the field. They'd get past midfield every single possession. And really, I think they just got into this fourth quarter and they're exhausted because those penalties take a lot out of you, both mentally and physically. So I think that's one thing that has to improve if they want to bounce back and get a win next week for Superior.
McCracken's throw for Shipman off target there, overthrew him again. I think a lot of improvements on the defensive side of the ball are going to be key as well. What's impressed you about this Wausau West team that neither of us have really seen before?
Right. This is a team we've never seen play before, but I've loved their run game on offense. They've really been running strong, and you know, it's pretty easy when they get the ball in good field position quite a bit here. And so, yeah, just an impressive showing from them.
Impressive indeed. McCracken rushes up the middle there. The Huskies still putting the work in to try and score a touchdown here. Matt McGinnis not giving up on this game yet. He wants to get his guys into the end zone and try to salvage something, do a little bit of damage control here when it comes to the scoreboard. McCracken, empty backfield, steps up, breaks the tackle, another low throw there, and there's those throws again on the run. McCracken kind of waved at his coaches there like he wanted to come off of the field. And he is going to come off, it looks like. McCracken kneeling over on the sideline. He has been banged up in this game. So Zach Shipman is going to line up and take the direct snap here for North, and he's going to run it up with a lead blocker from Friesen, excuse me.
Zach Shipman, the ball carrier, tackling the play number 4, Tayden Boa.
So it's going to be fourth down now. It's actually going to be a turnover on downs, excuse me, as this clock ticks away. And that'll be about all she wrote here from Carson Park. We'll hear from head coach Matt Johnson coming up after the break in our postgame show, and we'll try to get a player for you as well. Great night for Wausau West. Quarterback Joe Gravine, 3 touchdowns in the game. 6-0 was the score early on in this one. To recap this game, touchdown throw to Bennett Madison, 17-yard throw, questionable call, but the referees called it a touchdown anyway. Then a 59-yard pass from Gravine to Shea Jones to extend the lead to 12-0. That was in the second quarter. Gravine with a touchdown throw to Cooper DePoit for a touchdown to extend the lead 26-3. As the Warriors take a knee here, and that'll be the end result here from Carson Park. Another disappointing loss for Eau Claire North. They're going to fall to 0-3. Wausau West going to move to 2-1. They lost in week one, won in week two. They won in week one, lost in week two. Now they're back in the win column to go back above 500. Wausau West starts their conference season 1-0. Huskies dropped their first game ever in the Wisconsin Valley Conference. As the teams are going to line up here for the handshake line. Huskies will reflect on this one. Look back at the film and see where they can improve. Wausau West going to have momentum as they play another conference game next week against a familiar foe in DC Everest back home at Tom Field. Final score here, Wausau West 26, Eau Claire North 3. We're going to head down to the field for our post-game show where we'll get an interview from head coach Matt Johnson. We'll take you there in just a moment. You're watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Hip impingement and hip labral tears are common causes of hip and groin pain and are often the result of repetitive use from crouching sports or trauma. Today, we are visiting Eau Claire, Wisconsin. Dr. Carlson, a partner with Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, is in the forefront of using a newer procedure called hip arthroscopy, which allows minimally invasive access to a joint and treatments to problems never addressed before. Using hip arthroscopy, Dr. Carlson is able to repair tissue without dislocating the hip and without replacing it.
Hip arthroscopy is where a surgeon takes a camera on the end of a long wand, which we call a scope, and through a small poke hole incision in your skin, delivers that scope into a joint. In this particular case, we're talking about hip arthroscopy, where that scope would be put in the hip joint. The hip joint first has to be dislocated or the ball and socket pulled apart. When that's pulled apart, we can access the joint and look around and do the work we're talking about doing. Once inside the joint, through other portals, we call them, those poke holes that we use to access the joint, we can use other instruments, again on the end of a long wand, to perform the work inside the joint. Things like repairing the cartilage rim of the socket, called the labrum, fixing cartilage defects or problems on the head of the ball or the lining of the socket, repairing tissue around the hip, such as ligaments or capsule, repairing tendons that attach to the hip, or releasing them if need be, depending on the particular problem.
Dr. Carlson's goal is to eliminate the segment of untreated patients or patients with delayed treatment who have curable hip pathology, educating potential patients and their providers that these symptoms are not things they need to live with, or that they are not from their back or groin pulls or early arthritis. Few orthopedic surgeons are operating on hips through a scope because it is a newer and technically difficult surgery. Therefore, certain diagnoses may be missed by physicians not familiar with these newer treatment options.
Patients I see with hip joint pain that can be fixed and not just replaced can range from their mid-teens or younger teens to 50, 60 years old. In the past, patients who had labral tears in their hip were told that they may have some pre-arthritis or an early arthritic problem. They may be told that they were just prone to frequent groin pulls in the sport of their choice. And taking some time away from their sport, they may sometimes be able to return to the sport with just continued pain. And fortunately now, with our knowledge of the concept of labral tears and our ability to treat that problem, we can take people who are otherwise just waiting 20 years to undergo a hip replacement, or just feeling that they can't ever participate in that activity because they'll just keep getting groin pulls. We can take that person, we can make them better, we can fix their problem, we can bring them back to their sport, and allow them to continue to develop as an athlete or as a worker or whatever particular activity they're trying to do where that hip is affecting them.
Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine has been committed to the healthcare needs of patients in western Wisconsin for over 45 years. Their success and reputation as an outstanding orthopedic clinic can be attributed to the teamwork of their friendly, knowledgeable physicians and staff.
Here at Chippewa Valley Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, we have 12 partners, orthopedics, neurosurgery, non-operative spine, and foot and ankle. We really pride ourselves in listening closely to the patients and hearing what they're saying, spending a lot of time engaging in the conversation of what is really bothering that person.
After meeting with the patient, Dr. Carlson determined that his difficulties had all been related to painful hip impingement.
It was incredibly important for me to meet with a doctor that understood sports and athletics and kind of just how I wanted to continue that lifestyle instead of just kind of shutting it down. So meeting with someone like Dr. Carlson was incredibly important to me because he understood how I still wanted to be active after a surgery and still wanted to maintain my daily lifestyle.
While visiting with Dr. Carlson, we learned that he grew up skiing and continues to ski competitively across the country and also enjoys hunting, fishing, and hiking. He is passionate that his patients' goals are his goals. Whether it is getting them back to playing with their kids, working aggressively, or competing in sports, his patients are more active and enjoy their lives.
When I see those people so happy with themselves, so happy with their decision to have this fixed or to go through this process, as scary as it sometimes is, if you don't know what's on the other side, it's so satisfying for me.
This post-game show will be brought to you by Chippewa Valley Orthopedic. Rely on the experience of our sports medicine team when you experience any sort of sports-related injury or issue. You can count on prompt, proper diagnosis, and customized treatment plan to meet your goals. The orthopedic surgeons and our athletic trainers will serve your athlete in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, and Western Wisconsin. Stick around, we'll have our post-game interview with a coach and hopefully an athlete here in just a few short minutes following this breakdown.
Be ready for your season with Play It Again Sports of Eau Claire. Play It Again Sports is just down the road, south of the 5393 intersection in Eau Claire. Just tell them you saw this commercial on Zaleski Sports and get $5 off any $50 order and $10 when you spend $100. Play It Again Sports, buy, sell, trade, and be ready for your season.
Got a camera up there, so we're waiting on him. Good? Okay. Here with head coach Matt Johnson of the Wausau West Warriors. Coach, big win tonight. You come into Carson Park, a place you're unfamiliar with, I guess, for the most part. Coming off a loss last week, how do you feel about how your guys responded?
I thought we responded really well. We faced a lot of adversity in the first half, maybe a lot that we don't really want to tell anybody, but I thought the kids really responded, and we challenged them a little bit in the second half to come out a little bit defensively in the first half, and we thought our kids really came out and responded well in the second half and pitched a shutout in the second half, so really proud of our defense there tonight.
Obviously coming in here, unfamiliar foe with the new Eau Claire teams joining the conference. How do you feel about how you prepared for that, and was it difficult for you guys to kind of prepare for that? I mean, how do you feel like you handled it?
Yeah, I thought we handled it well. It's fun to get some new opponents on the schedule and prepare for some new opponents. And we watched them a lot this week and felt like they were a really solid football team that did a lot of things really well with a lot of really good football players. And that's what it played out. You know, we think they're a really good team, and we're excited to play them here in the future.
Got a conference win under your belt now. Think you'll stack up, and how much confidence is this going to give you?
Yeah, we'll find out. We have a big one next week against a really good DC Everest team. So, you know, we'll just take it week by week and see where we fall.
Okay, thank you so much, Coach.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Bring in the quarterback now, Joe Gravine. Joe, 3 touchdowns tonight for you. Well-oiled machine on offense. How do you feel about how the offense was flowing tonight?
I thought we did really good in practice this week, all of our new plays. Quarterback went down, so I had to step up, and I thought I did a pretty good job. I think we did a good job as a team.
How much confidence has that given you, being able to step in and play really good football to start here?
After the Superior game, I came in the second half. I was pretty confident to start with. I mean, we did well that game, and then in the Hudson, the nerves were a little bit up there, but I thought I settled in, and I thought the team settled in. We played good against them, and then tonight I felt like was a walk in the park for me.
How much confidence does this give you to get a conference win under your belt now, and knowing that there's a lot of tough competition ahead in the Wisconsin Valley?
I'm proud of how we played, and I think that we're going to have a good year in conference, and I hope we get some good wins this season. So.
Okay. We have a Zaleski sports tradition.
Yeah.
We have the players say your first and last name, and then you say, I'm in the house. So you'll say, I'm Joe Gravine, I'm in the house. All right? See that camera up there? We'll have you say it and say it emphatically, all right? All right, go ahead.
I'm Joe Gravine, and I'm in the house.
All right, nice to meet you, man. Congratulations, nice win. Well, that'll do it here from Carson Park. Wausau West Warriors come in against a new conference foe, and they get the win 26-3. First time here we've seen Wausau West, and an impressive showing for them tonight. A reminder that we'll not be traveling up to Superior next week for the game against Superior for Eau Claire North, but we'll be back for the Crosstown Showdown on September 20th right here at Carson Park, Memorial versus North. That should be a great matchup. For all of us on our team, I'm Evan Hong alongside Colin McLowry. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight on Zaleski Sports. We'll see you on the flip side.